Okay, so what I'm working on right now is this little indistinguishable. This rock goes up to here, and then that's a background rock, and then of course the water. So just trying to just do a little slightly darker shade in the back. The advantages of painting outside are so much. For me, it's all about lighting. And it's just so much easier with full light. I mean, if I had a studio with a big giant window, I would be great. But I don't. I saw someone's father yesterday, and he looked so guilty, and he wants to come up and talk to me, and I think he feels like his daughter did me wrong, but it's not on him. But also at the same time, I didn't have time. I don't have time to talk to people on the trail. So weird. There's a lot of little psychology things out there. But anyway, he's a good guy. He's been really nice to me. But the fact that he looks so coyish and feels, obviously, to me, he looks like he feels guilty about something he had nothing to do with. But it tells me that he knows that was a shitty move. Oh, these kids today. What can you do with them? Screw them, man. Hustle me, bitch, and you best beware. But such is life. What did I learn today or yesterday? It's always something new. I haven't had a chance to do much with the I did buy a little French English dictionary, but at least it has all these weird other little features in it that I just wanted a dictionary if I could translate a word and have to look it up, I think that's part of remembering words is when you have to look them up. But that takes a lot of time too, man. Don't think anything takes more time than painting. Well, I do learn this one thing that most people don't know much about the creative process, especially you people that keep telling me you're just like me, that what you do is just like painting. It's not. It is not. Now, whatever you're doing is cool, and I'm sure it's great, and I can appreciate it, but I wouldn't say that I'm just like you. But that's what I do learn from people on the everyone seems to be a consumer. I want, I want, I want, I want. It's kind of weird too, that little aspect. But yeah, the trail leads me to believe that people don't really respect most of your people. There's some people that do, because they're kind of Renaissance people that they will actually write poetry or a song or try to learn another language. And so they recognize when hard work is happening. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm pushing this tiny little brush around, and it's not really physically exhausting at all, but it's mentally taxing. Brain energy can be really exhausting, more exhausting than riding a bike. I mean, I never start falling asleep when I'm riding a bike, but if I sit down at the end of the day, and man, I can just crash out in place sometimes. And also the fact that my mind wanders from one silly thought to the other. Like some of these rocks over here, such a pain to paint. Just finding where they went. I wish I could swivel the canvas. I'll come back to that later. I'll let that dry off a little bit. Junkie. Okay, the battery's finally going into exhausted mode. I think tonight I might end up pulling... Well, I think I'm going to pull an all-nighter on New Year's Eve. I think I'm going to go late on New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow night. And I think we'll have this thing done by... probably by the end of the day Saturday. What is a rock and what is a foamy water for $10 million? What is a rock and what is foamy water? A rock is a country. Just got to watch the clock over here too, I guess. Well, I think what this album ends, it will be almost an hour. That's very interesting. This was very interesting. Interesting development. I'm going to use this pointed. What's this called? It's not a shader. I don't even know my brush names. A spot brush. This is a spotter, I believe. I do believe this is a spotter. into my senior year, I guess. First year of UTEP. Eagles, the long run. Oh man, I got so wasted on this album so many times. It's all the Eagles' fault. If it weren't for the Eagles, I would have been getting wasted. No, actually, it was just a good soundtrack of life. I'm listening to the Eagles' long run. Wonder how much. That's 1043. All right, 1044 on this video. So I think I can turn this off for now. So there's this little rock stack here. I know. So there's this rock here, and then there's another rock here. A rock here. I think I was starting to draw that little rock stack in here. Rock stack, rock stack. All right, I'm going to end it on this 1242.